Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Racha Kodash. Double honor to the apostles that rule well at Great Millstone. Peace, blessing, salutation to the elect of the nation of Israel. To you I say Shalom. This is Jeremiah chapter 51, verse 1. Thus saith Yahweh, Behold, I will raise up against Babylon and against them that dwell in the midst of them that rise up against me a destroying wind, and will send unto Babylon fanners that shall fan her and shall empty her land, for in the day of trouble they shall be against her round about. All right, so this is a future prophecy. This is not talking about ancient Babylon. This is talking about the new Babylon, Babylon the Great, which is America. All right, that destroying wind represents the missiles that's what's going to happen. Missiles will be shot over here to America to lay this land, to make this land desolate, according to the scriptures, according to prophecy. So that destroying wind is talking about the missiles, the destruction. And this is a quick precept in Revelation chapter 7, verse 1. And after these things I saw four angels standing on the four corners of the earth, holding the four winds of the earth, that the wind should not blow on the earth, nor on the sea, nor on any tree. Right, the wind represents the destruction. You have the angels holding back the destruction. Verse 2, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living God, and he cried with a loud voice to the four angels to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea, saying, Hurt not the earth, neither the sea, nor the trees, till we have sealed the service of our God in their foreheads. Okay. So the servants of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shai, they're gonna have the mark of exemption upon them. Who? The elect of the nation of Israel. And the elect represents women, men, and children, starting with the 144,000 prophets. Okay? And you have some of the prophets in the spiritual world right now. All right? So that destroying wind is talking about the missiles. I want to bring out Ezekiel chapter 9, verse 4. And it reads, And Yahweh said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of the and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof. Right? Right. That mark upon the foreheads, that mark in the Hebrew is thawa. It says mark as a sign of exemption from judgment. And who's going to be exempt from that ultimate judgment? The elect will be exempt. The elect of the nation of Israel will be exempt from the judgment to come. Okay, World War III is going to happen very soon. Okay, this is Revelation chapter 9, verse 12. This is Revelation chapter 9, verse 12. It says, One woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more hereafter. which one woe is past, speaking on World War I, and it says two woes more hereafter. Behold, there come two woes more hereafter. World War II, which happened, right? And World War III, that's going to take place very soon, you know. And jumping down to verse 15, it says, um, and the four angels were loose, which were prepared for an hour and a day, and a month and a year, for to slay the third part of men. That's speaking about Esau. He's the third part of men. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them, which is what's that? 200 million. It's going to be 200 million warheads making landfall here in America. So the earth is going to, roll to and fro like a drunkard. It's going to be a great earthquake, a great shaking. Verse 17. Thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them having breastplates of fire and of jacinth and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire and smoke and brimstone. Right. All right. So within the missiles you have multiple warheads. Okay. It says heads of lion. That's talking about the cone of the missile. Okay. It says mouth issued fire and brimstone. What's that? That's the warheads. Okay. All right. Verse 18. By these three was the third part of men killed, by the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which issue out of their mouths. Third part of men, speaking on Esau. All right, you have three classifications of men on the earth: sons of God. You have the, sons of men, or the other nations, which are the other nations. The sons of God are the Israelites, and the sons of the wicked are the Edomites. Verse 19. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. For their power is in their mouth. There's multiple warheads within the missile. Okay. And in their tails. Okay, that's the ICBM. Remember, the missile, that's not gonna do no damage, but the warheads will. Okay. So, yep. I just want to bring this out, okay, because clearly we're at the end. Clearly, prophecy will be fulfilled, and America's destruction is at hand. Okay, and that's just what it is. America's destruction is at hand. All right. So back to Jeremiah chapter 51. Verse 3. It says, against him that bendeth, let the archer bend his bow, and against him that lifteth himself up in the brigandine, and spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. So this chapter is going into the destruction of Babylon the Great, America. It talks about brigandine, right? That's the armory. Okay. The modern term they use is the missile defense system. Okay. So, what these other nations, they're going to shoot missiles over here, and it's going to pass their missile defense system. The Lord is putting his spirit in those missiles. So the judgment is already written. Okay? So when you read 2nd Ezra chapter 16, it goes into the destruction of Babylon the Great too. It talks about the archer and yeah. Okay? It says what? And spare ye not her young men, destroy ye utterly all her hosts. Right? We're going to have those young men fighting in the army. They're going to get destroyed. Verse 3 NLT says, don't let the archers put on their armor or draw their bows. Don't even spare her best soldiers. Let her army be completely destroyed. See, there you go. So, destruction upon Babylon the Great, aka America. Destruction upon wicked people. So with that, all praises, glory, and honor be unto Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Racha Kodash, Shalom.